recall you mentioning earlier the possibility of the Islamic State making their way to Rome or even America's Washington, D.C. And my question is, how do you propose that we tackle the issue of America's youth being recruited online right now?
How do we tackle the issue of America's youth being recruited? In the first place, remember, the Islamic State considers itself to be the caliphate. The caliphate is, in Islam, Sunni Muslim theology, it's the universal government of the Muslims worldwide, transcending all national allegiances. And the caliph is the only one, theoretically, who has the loyalty of the Muslims worldwide. This is what they claim to be. Obviously, that claim has a lot of resonance with a lot of Muslims. There are 25,000 Muslims from around the world who have now gone to join the Islamic State. That's an extraordinary thing. We never saw that with Al-Qaeda. Hundreds of Americans included in that, by the way. And they go because of this power of this concept of the caliphate. The Islamic State also has won the allegiance, because of its claim to the caliphate, of groups in Libya, which control the city of Derna, the Boko Haram group in Nigeria, Abu Sayyaf in the Philippines, and others. So they are not just in Iraq and Syria. Also, they have said they're going to go from Libya into Rome, and Libya is sending hundreds of refugees every day into Italy. It's not going to be hard for them to get to Rome at all and create havoc. Now, what do we do to stop it? Now, this is both the short-term policing aspect, but the long-term thing, which I think is much more important and completely neglected. Do you know that there is, despite all the condemnations of the Islamic State by Muslim organizations in the United States and around the world, they've all condemned it, they've all said it's un-Islamic, and yet there is not a single mosque or Islamic school in the United States or anywhere else that has any program to teach against the understanding of Islam that the Islamic State puts out. Now, isn't that odd if they reject it? And why can't we mandate such programs and say, you condemn this, so make sure your young people are not susceptible to it. Teach against it. Give alternative understandings of these passages of the Quran, the ones I read out and others, that the Islamic State uses to justify its actions. Take the teeth out of their ideological approach, but we can't do that because we're pretending it doesn't even exist, that it has nothing to do with Islam.